Good day, everyone. Welcome. I am your average driver coming to you with a fun daily race C from Sardegna, where the racing has been quite good this week. Quite good. Do this race, keep it clean. I think you'll have fun. Two tire compounds available for this race, both of which are required, which gives you a couple of decisions to make. I'll talk tires shortly. Let's get right to the race. Up to turn one for the usual chaos. Two cars ahead both bump. One goes into the barrier. One's the wrong way around. And quickly, I'm into P7. Sam Wallet, he barely bumped the car in front of him and got a 2-second penalty for it. It must have been a bigger bump than it looked. No matter, he's going to get a little squirrely in turn 4. We do not touch. He ends up in the gravel. And as we go through turn 5, Max Protos, he's early on the throttle and he bins it. So, less than a half a lap in, I've caused no incidents, I haven't been punted, and I'm up to P5. I'll take that every day. Now, let's talk tire strategy. I started P9. My qualifying time was decent for me, but I don't think I'll be quick enough versus this grid to consider an undercut or even an overcut. It's mostly a question of how long you think you can make the softs last at 7 times tire wear. By now, you've noticed I've started on the mediums. With 2 compounds available, I usually go for the harder of the 2 first. I figure the first lap, maybe 2, will be slower than what I'm capable of due to traffic or even crashing it. So why waste the faster tires on those laps? I'm no master strategist by any means. This is just my thought process. So stopping after 4 or 5 laps seemed to be the most common interval. I'll go 4 medium, 6 soft in this race. Let me know in the comments if you've had luck with any other strategy. While you're there, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me if you do. Advancing to lap 2, turn 12 is it? I'll have a little moment here. I run wide on exit, bash it into the barrier, but I manage to stay pointed in the right direction. Split the 2 cars behind, and Drell goes through for good measure. All in all, only 3 places lost. Could have been worse, but at this point, I begin to consider an early stop after lap 3. If I had spun and dropped further back, I think I might have gone for it. A weird moment by turn 1, Lindrell in the GTR just turns left and into the barrier. He didn't hit the gravel, that was kind of puzzling. At this point, Eli Salsa is closing in the McLaren. We'll see a lot of him a little bit later on. Later in lap 3, same place where I binned earlier, a yellow flag for PHG and Archer. Not sure what happened. All the same, I've now gained back 3 places I lost earlier. I kept braking too early in this last corner for some reason. Just one of those days. That allowed Salsa to get right on my bumper. Good job by him not to take either one of us out. As I mentioned earlier, I was toying around with boxing a lap early. Here, on lap 4, I decided to take my cue from the leaders. 2 leaders pit, reaffirming my strategy, and those 6 laps on the soft tires. Out of the pits now, Tool Hayes passes quickly in his Subaru P12 it is. Tool Hayes did pit at the end of lap 3 and put on softs, just in case you're wondering. I would end up with a nice gap in front and behind, and after another uneventful lap around the track, still in P12, but there are cars coming out of the pit lane. In fact, 3 cars will exit. I quickly pass 2, but end up right next to the Suzuki. I try to make an overtake, but can't quite make it stick. He gets a nice run out of turns 1 and 2. Later in the lap, someone does have an off that would move up to P8, and then gain 3 more places due to pit stops. Lap 8, still in P5, Eli Salsa is back. Through turns 4 and 5, he makes an aggressive but fair move underneath into turn 5. We bump briefly. I didn't think that intentional though, that looked like a bit of understeer to be fair, and I do feel I left him just enough room. Into the left-hander, alongside each other, he returns the favor, leaving me enough room to race. Salsa gets just a bit squirrely on the exit, and I take 5th place back. That moment costs him as I get a couple of tenths head going down the straight. He'll try to get the slipstream, and into the hairpin, he will try another move right around the outside. But he's going to think better of it, and I stay about 2 tenths ahead. Back around to the front straight, There's a yellow Subaru trying to get around the McLaren. He does, but whoa! That was a Hail Mary and a half for sure. Give him the benefit of the doubt and say that was a simple, braking way too late mistake. I think he only ends up losing one place from that as well. Mr. Salsa, he's back in turn 5, trying another aggressive move underneath, but he's gonna back out. His tires were gone at this point. From here, his pace would drop off quite dramatically. You'll see him run a little wide in the sweeping left-hander, which that's going to cost him down the back straight. I would end up nearly a full second ahead of him by the hairpin and not look back from there. I would finish in 5th place, and as I crossed the line, I found out why the McLaren's pace fell off so much. He didn't change tires, which that's kind of a shame. It seemed like he had a good drive. I enjoyed racing against him, and I hope to see him in another lobby sometime. Once again, a Sardegna layout comes through with some good racing. I hope we don't have to wait too long to return here. Well, that's all for this video. I will see you soon with another. Thanks for watching.